wonderful week. I hope y'all have recovered from the holidays, ready to go back to work like me. I didn't do much last week, I just worked. Only work for me. Lots of snow and lots of work. At least I could work from home, so hey, it's something. At least I got to work from home. Hi Minnie, happy Sunday. Yes, art. Recently, when I say recently, I mean like the past 3-4 months. I've only really been drawing on streams, but yesterday I made a little doodle for myself for the first time in forever. And I didn't like it, so I binned it. So that's where we stand currently in my art journey. Can I still call myself an artist? Ready to do that and work, but not feeling much better. Oh no, I hope you'll feel slightly better after this stream. I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna continue playing Story of Seasons like I did last week. I'm really liking that game and I want to go back and like skip the drawing and just play, but no. I need to, again, set a good example to my viewers. So here we are. I think I'm just gonna draw some, I don't know, thumbnails. I have my comic here. I will continue with this one after, but I want to do a little bit of a warm-up. Hence this empty canvas in front of me. Yeah. Did you enjoy your weekend? Are you enjoying your weekend? Your last day off before Monday. Theseus is artist? Theseus? Wait, who's Theseus again? No, it's a Greek guy. It's a Greek guy. I don't know my Greeks. Anyways, the snow is slowly melting here, so I'll probably be able to go back to office tomorrow. Can't say I'm particularly pleased about it, but hey, it is what it is. What can I do? If you replace every piece of artist in Maggie with a day jobber, is Maggie still an artist or not? That's the question. Exactly. Would I still be an artist? That's my question for this year. A question that I want to have answered by the end of this year. Is Maggie still an artist? Social media has given me novels about how heavy the snow started. It's really not, how to say, it's not worse than in other countries in Europe where they had snowfall, like similar snowfall to here. It's just that our country is just not equipped to deal with snow. Any amount of snow. I don't even remember the last time that it snowed this much. Okay, my memory is awful, but when it comes to snow, I know it's been years. And, you know, for a country that does not see this amount of snow on a regular basis, like, why would we invest in, you know, equipping ourselves to deal with this? And so we are not equipped to deal with this. We are not equipped. And that's why there's all this drama. Long story short. I only left my apartment briefly the other day after the streets were finally visible. Oh, nice. I went out briefly when it was still snowing a lot, just so I could feel it because it's been years. Oops. And it was nice. I tested out my snow boots. I walked around like in the snow and it reached like to my ankles, which is crazy. And it was fun. And then I had to go back to work, and then it was not so fun. You have walkable canals in case of a frost. Yep, it would need to freeze for extended period of time for it to be safe. At least for me, I would never walk on a canal that's frozen over. You never know. Knowing my luck, I'm the first person to like fall through the ice and drown. The first one. I have no gear for snow, so I cannot leave or even think to have fun in it. Oh no. I really just bought these boots 2 weeks ago. So I was very happy to test them, but otherwise I also did not have, you know, proper shoes, proper gear. It is what it is. But otherwise, I really like the snow. Went for a little walk. And there were lots of kids with their sleighs. Or what is it? Sleds or sleighs? One of the two. I'm sure there's a difference. I just don't know. The small ones, you know. Brain rot word of the day. 6, 7. Okay. The undercurrent in canals are... I know. At least here, it's okay. Our canals are quite, you know, they've been tamed, you know. But still, the hypothermia. Not the hypothermia. Hold your breath till the sea. Yeah, I cannot. I cannot deal with water. You know, I know my theme is like blue and wintry and all, but no water. Hi Gecko, happy Sunday. I hope you had a lovely week. We were just mentioning how awful the snow was in my country. Or it wasn't even that bad actually, but we just cannot deal with it. It was a lot of snow. It was nice. I didn't have to go to office. Maggie summer. I wonder what summer Maggie would look like. That would be like anti-Maggie, right? That would be the opposite. I would have the opposite colors. I would have warm tones. I would be super nice to everyone. The one in my city will swallow you and prevent you from swimming back up again if you get caught. Oh no. That sounds awful. Even if I could swim. I did learn how to swim many years ago, but no. I forgot. Swimming is actually one thing that you do forget if you don't, you know, practice on a regular basis. I could likely still keep myself afloat But I would not be able to swim myself to safety, probably. Would that be Magnus? I don't know. I wonder if Magnus would just be like a male version of me, or would that be anti-Maggie? I feel like anti-Maggie would be completely different. I think it would be me, but just, you know, the complete opposite. I think. And then Magnus would just be a male version. So then that would mean that there is Maggie, and then there is anti-Maggie, and then there would be a Magnus, and then an anti-Magnus. That makes sense. You're already super nice. On the surface, perhaps. I feel like I hold back a lot when I'm live. I don't know, but maybe, you know, maybe compared to common people, to the common folk, I'm really nice. Maybe. And it's not a matter of hating people or not, it's just I don't think I'm a very nice person. What does it mean to be a nice person anyway? What does that mean? To me, it sounds like someone whose boundaries are crossed regularly. Is that what a nice person is? I'm only nice to myself. Does that count? Magnus tanned tall. What do you mean tall? Muscle puppy vibes? That implies that I have cat vibes. Do I have cat vibes? I feel like out of cat and dog, I would be more like a cat, I think. I'm a cat who wants to own a dog because I love dogs. And I would love to have a dog someday. But I don't have dog energy. That makes sense. Maybe it's neither. Maybe I just have sheep energy. There's so many who drowns out of drunken stupidity because they play around by the harbor. Honestly, do you know what that's called, Minnie? You know what that's called? Natural selection. It's true. To be not nice. Oh my gosh. Don't break my brain. We just started. Exactly. And people who say that I'm cruel for saying that, they're just delulu. They are just deluding themselves. Also, what city builds a clubbing district less than 100 meters away from the harbor? Thinking about it, it may be some grand scheme of the government. Maybe. Like, maybe that's what they intended to achieve. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know, I'm just saying. I'm just thinking out loud here. I just don't get it. At least in Seoul, the closest thing to the Han River is regular kiosks. Thus, if you really want to get wasted by the water, it's intentional. Exactly. I think also because clubs attract certain clientele, and maybe those people are undesirable to the government, so they may, you know, set something up to have it appear like an accident or something that just happens. And they're like, well, you know, don't go clubbing. Oh no, that reminds me of the, what's it called? This huge case in South Korea with the Rising Sun bar, I think. My region's ruthless, maybe I'm living in hell. Maybe. Yeah. I'm sure that's not the only place though. I'm sure there's, you know, it's also very likely that the people who built the clubbing district there, they just did not think about it. They're just idiots, you know, or they just did not consider that, you know, people could be that stupid. You never know. Let me put them next to each other. I want to pick a pose. I don't know what I'm picking a pose for, but I want to pick one. I may have thought of a new OC last night, but he doesn't have a story yet. Is why I'd call it plain stupidity. I mean, it's what you can expect, right, from humans. You know what Einstein said. I finally found out how Pixiv is working now. No fanbox too. Spent so many hours over there the last few weeks. Oh, that's nice. I haven't touched my Pixiv in years. I was thinking about it when the year started to upload all my most recent work on there, but then I was like, I don't have any recent work. And then I was sad, and then I played a game. Growing on me, I don't feel like I want to be much on regular social media. I really like Pixiv. You know, back in the day when I first had a Pixiv account, I used it a lot. And then I just kind of stopped, as it usually does with me when I open any new account. I just can't seem to, how to say, update it for whatever reason. But at least it doesn't work like a social media, but I would need to find my account again. I already went through the trouble this past week to upload all the VODs from my Twitch to my YouTube. Missed the days on DA too. Oh my god, that was my first ever, how to say, would you call that a social media? Okay, like an art platform where I was uploading my art for the first time. So wants to be surrounded by art and by art moods. Yeah, too bad DA died. The old one died. I don't know what it evolved into, but last I heard, it's an abomination. Oh my god, I cannot speak today. The real world is draining me. It's true. It's true. But yeah, everything is draining. Everything drains to a certain extent. And that's normal, you just need to find stuff that recharges your energy, right? I guess to be around people who won't belittle you for not having the capacity to deal with real world trouble. There's people who would belittle. I mean, I guess there would be people. If they belittle you, are they really your friends? Maggie magical? Am I magical? I wish I was. I wish I knew magic. But alas, I only know how to control ice and snow. Also, I guess I would prefer not so nice people. Regarding what I said earlier, or how I described them. I think it's very personal what people would call nice and not nice. Because I don't really know someone nice is actually nice, right? There's also a slight difference between kind and nice. I wouldn't know how to describe it right now, but I'm sure there's a difference. Actually, don't know why I brought that up because I don't know. It's like British diplomacy. They smile you on the face, make jokes and laugh, then screw you over. Yeah, kind of. I guess realistically then you don't want to be called a nice guy. You don't want to be called a nice person. Because I think, yeah, it's just a facade. Usually, if someone is being nice to you, it usually implies that they have ulterior motives. Whether it is you know, either to use you directly or indirectly. Like, it's not genuine. And then there's people who are genuinely kind. So I think I would separate it there between nice and kind. You want to be kind, not nice. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Nice is a prefix for professional first impression. It fades pretty quickly and reveals true colors. They want to look good or make a good first impression. Yeah. Genuine is the key word. Yes. But how do you differentiate, right? How do you differentiate between people who are genuine and those who are not? I feel like most of the time I am not genuine. So I guess I would be a nice person. I use the nice front because there's no reason to start beef for no reason. I was taught how to always fit in, but past the first impression I start opening up real fast. For me it takes a while. Because I have difficulty trusting people. I feel like with me, before I can call someone a friend, I need to have had like regular interactions with them at least for half a year before I consider them a friend. And until that time, they're just, you know, an acquaintance. Being an acquaintance of mine isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just means that I don't know you, how to say, well enough to let down all of my walls. And even still, with my friends, I never let down all of my walls. There's no need for me to put them down. I just have them up by default. At this point, it takes effort to put them down. So it's easier to just, you know, have them up all the time. I feel like I'm also the type of person who doesn't really open up easily about myself in general. So whenever I'm talking to someone, for example, for the first or even second or third time, usually what happens is that I will end up asking questions, right? I will make sure that that person is talking more than I am. And by the end of the evening, I need to know everything about that person, and the other person knows nothing about me. It's a nice challenge. I like it. But it also gives away kind of what that other person is like, right? Because if by the end of the evening they know nothing about me, it means that they were not interested enough or they did not care enough to ask about me. Because if you ask me a question directly, I will answer it. If you don't ask, I won't tell. It's that easy. Obviously, for stream, I need to be a little bit more open. I'm trying to yap more. But even then, it's mostly about small stuff, right? There's no need for me to go in depth. This is not a therapy session. I fell in that trap real fast. I didn't mean to trap you. I'm surprised you never wanted to kick my butt away. The thing is, you always came back. It's not like I shooed you away or something, but, you know, you never gave me a reason to kick you out. So, you never were. And you just kept coming back. So I was like, okay. This is fine too. And then we became friends. Is that whole meme of the extrovert, like adopting an introvert and becoming friends with them, but you're also an introvert in this case, but I guess a little bit more extroverted than me? Making me sound like a puppy star for love. No, that's not what I intended. Not my words. Those are your words. Anatomy. I feel like that happened with all of my friends, like all the ones that I ever had. I think I only ever approached one person, which was in high school. Like one person where I approached them first and they became my friend. Because they were drawing and that made me want to approach them. Because I think the main reason for that was because it gave me a reason to, you know, start chatting with them. It gave me like an opener, you know, to break the ice. Is that what they call it? What's the date? 11. I'm not the only one returning though. My sense of time may be fucked by if I get quiet for too long or something new happens with your special interests. You come running into my DMs and I love that, honestly. Of course! You're my friend! That's also kind of the thing I guess I dislike about myself is that I usually don't, you know, talk unless I have something to say. or I have something to show, you know. I won't just be like, hey, what's up? And then kind of hope that the other person will carry the conversation, you know. It's like, I would not disturb you without reason. I respect your time, okay? Time is a very precious resource, a precious and very limited resource. So I don't feel like wasting it unnecessarily, you know? It's the same with my time. If I'm spending time with you, it means that I think you're worth my time. Otherwise, I would not spend time with you. What are these? I already had a background? Hold on. I did. Is that the grays? Can I just get rid of all of this? I forgot I had this. See? I adjusted the body, but the face should fit. There we go. I'm undecided on colors, actually. I have been for many years now. We also spent a good time early on talking about POVs or interests. Unless something new comes up, it's hard to sit down with an update unless it's what I call dirty underwear talk. Dirty underwear talk? Like my everyday habits bordering stalking and invasion of privacy. Dirty underwear! That's the first time I've ever heard that. I'm using that. Facebook is filled with dirty underwear talk, you know, the kind of SNS posts filled with rattling or venting about their own or other super private happenings. I think that happens on all social media, to be honest. I have seen it on Twitter as well. X, my bad. So that belongs in a diary, really. I feel like some people actually treat it like a diary. It's also like they will like post things publicly and not really expect a response, or maybe they do, I don't know. Maybe they're just attention deficit, you know, and they feel like if they rant about stuff that they're gonna get the attention that they crave, maybe. To be honest, I cannot relate, so I could be horribly mistaken. I tried to, though. I tried to see if I could post one thing every week. Not even something personal, but just to post something every week. And it doesn't have to be art, right? Just like a text post. And it was so difficult. I could not do it. I had no idea what I wanted to say. It's like, okay, I could say this, but then who cares? Who cares? Why do people want to know this? Sure, maybe there's people who do care, but I mean, with my brand, with my current audience, it's like, why bother? The West-do, yeah. I've seen a lot of Japanese people spam a lot as well. I mean, I guess it would be wrong to call it spamming. They just post a lot. A lot of text-based posts. Make it more like brown or dark gray. I like the light, more like reddish tone more. But notice I don't translate all their pure text posts. Or at least it seemed to me at first glance that they were just talking about everyday random stuff. I translate stuff related to their craft or if they share links to updates and such. That's valid. I don't like it. I don't like it. On Facebook for the diary ship posting. Didn't join Twitter until saw artists sharing their art there too. I still don't know what to do with my X account, to be honest. Like currently I'm using it to lurk mostly. But because I have not been updating the app ever since, you know, Muskman took over, it's very broken. So like I don't have the For You page, which honestly is a blessing. I only see the stuff that people post and I cannot search for anything. But I'm like, you know what? This is fine because I only see the stuff that people post, of, you know, people that I actually follow. I don't get all that other bullshit. So I guess I will just keep using it like this until the app no longer works. Until it's just too outdated. I remember I was fiddling a lot with these colors at the time. I will add some contrasting colors, I think. I won't all make it the same color. So then maybe... I'll make these two paints a different color. And then the same on top. But then do I make it darker or lighter? Trying to pick an IP to draw and I'm stuck. How about Lord of the Mysteries? My obsession continues. I regret nothing. I think I'll go lighter. Don't know if that's weird. It's not even in your bookmarks? Outrageous. Scandalous. Blasphemy. I'm so happy with the books, by the way. Each book kind of ends abruptly because of the way it's cut, but I'm still very happy with it. I was flipping through them and I found out that book 2 of Clown actually begins on page 380 of book 2. So up until there, it's actually still book 1, but I think they divided it this way because otherwise book 1 would be atrociously big. Oh, I'm Pixiv. No one has made good enough doodles for me to bookmark. Understandable. Understandable. There's not much fan art out there. Maybe I should start making fan art. I just feel like I won't really do the characters justice though. That's my kind of thing. You know what? Maybe I'll just draw for 1 hour. I'll draw for 1 hour and then go play a game. I want to, I swear. I have ideas, but the thing is, I'm not confident. I am not confident, and I also kind of don't want to show you or Callum because I usually forward my art or like any doodles I end up making that don't make it to the internet. But there'd be spoilers. I don't want to send spoilers. I need you guys to finish reading it first. Hi, Scotty! Happy Sunday! You finally put Lord of the Mists on your Crunchyroll watch list. I hope you enjoy. I do have to warn you. Every episode is gonna feel like a trailer. You're gonna be probably very confused, and then you're gonna be like, I have no idea what's happening or why this is happening, and then you're gonna end up reading the novel, and then you're gonna praise the Lord with me. Okay, Scotty, that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. But yeah, I hope you had a great week. I hope you're having a lovely weekend. I'm already drawing for 1 hour. Oh, I just have 1 hour left before we go and play games, okay? I say okay as if you guys have a choice in this. You don't. You don't have a choice in this. I decide. I want to make it like a brown, but that's like the same. Maybe a dark blue. But I need a warm blue. That's purple. Purple works. Purple could work. How dark? But then it becomes too... Sorry. I did sign up to join a cult, did I? I don't know, did you? Did you sign up for a cult? I retain all of the choices. Wait, what? But these are my choices. I think I want to go desaturated. But lighter. Which one? If it looks like I know what I'm doing, I don't. I have no idea what I'm doing. I kind of want to go for red for him. Also, your doodles can't possibly spoil me more than the fan works on Pixiv. Fair enough. Fair enough. Provided that you understand the context. Then again, I guess if you don't know the context, does it still count as a spoiler? Because I can imagine that you will only realize what you were looking at in the fan work when you know. And by then you already know. Does that make sense? Am I rambling? If you know, you know. You know? Maybe not this color. Maybe... I want to try a red. I don't know why I want to try red. I want to try more red. That's pink. Where's red? I don't want to go too far into the orange. Maybe a magenta. Magenta. Debatable. Right now it just looks pretty. Fair enough. If you don't really look into it and just appreciate the nice art, you know, and that's great. I envy that. Always whenever I see art, I'm like, my brain just starts thinking, you know, and then I end up spoiling myself. Whether it's true or not, I don't know, I don't like it. I don't. I was so scared to look up any fan art before I finished the entire novel. And it was only after I finished it that I dared to look up fan art. I may have seen official art before, actually, before I finished it. But those were usually the, you know, the portraits. Like non-spoilery stuff. I've been really fortunate actually. I wasn't spoiled much when while I was reading Lord of the Mysteries. I'll take it. If I say crimson stars, would that mean anything to you? Why? White outfit with white wings and a white witch hat and a monocle. I'll have you know that this novel, The Lord of the Mysteries, properly traumatized me for 3 things in particular. The first one being pregnant women, the second one being mushrooms, and the third one being monocles. When I see anyone wearing a monocle, I will immediately stress out. Immediately. There has not been a single character ever in my life that gave the same feeling to me. And even while reading, there were no actual visuals, right? Because you're reading text. But I was so stressed whenever the fucking monocle. Whenever the monocle appeared. Honestly, I have no words. I wonder if I'm sure people will have the same as me, but the way that Cuttlefish wrote this character, that's so hilarious given you have aphantasia. I do, but it's not like, how to say, it's not like I see it, but I can imagine it, right? I can imagine it. I know I can still immerse myself and feel what the characters are feeling in that moment. It's like it's happening and I'm blinded, right? I don't see it as vividly, but the feelings are there. The emotions are there. Anything but pregnant women, right? They're terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. No, it's really bad. The monocle is the worst one. Especially with the way he writes. When he starts the description, you already get the feeling. And then it reads, wearing a monocle on his right eye. And I just immediately crash out. I'm like, no, get me out, get me out. It's so bad. But, okay. It's a really good character. It's such a good character. Because of that, he's actually one of my favorite characters. But also absolutely terrifying. Anyways, enough about monocles. What about a character surrounded by large black squid arms, wearing black robe, having black wings, and once again a monocle? Oh my gosh, I think I know what they're implying there. Starting to see a pattern with this character, and I'm intrigued. Please, if you get your hands on the books, on the novel, please read it. I have never crashed out over a character this hard. It's crazy. No, but I was genuinely stressed every time. It's so good. Or maybe I was just too immersed in the story that I actually felt that way. But I felt like I was in danger. I was scared. But 10 out of 10 would read again. Yeah. You can find these illustrations in my bookmarks because I'm saving these. Ooh. Okay, as soon as I have found my password, I will go and check. I'm scared with the rendering part because I don't want to go all out with the rendering because it means I have to go out on the rendering on every single panel and I don't know if I'll live by the end of this. I need 2. It's 2. I should save. I have no water. Maggie, are you pulling for Columbina? Yes. She's my girl. Yes, I'm pulling for Columbina. She's great. She's great. Actually, her color palette really inspired me for my next evolution. Yeah, I've yet to make sketches, but I have ideas. I really like her. She's so cute. She's so cute and lonely. Will you be pulling for Columbina? They say they were going to reveal the Tsaritsa in the next patch. What was it? 3.8? Where are we? I can't keep track of the numbers. 6 point... was it 6? I don't know. The next one, at least. I hope they're bringing her back. She kinda escaped in that other realm that sucked in Rerir. I can't pronounce his name. So she fled to a different dimension instead of ending up on the moon because Il Dottore had to do something again and thwart everyone's plans because God knows why. So yeah, that's where we are. Actually, his boss form really reminded me of Honkai Star Rail character. It gave me Honkai Star Rail vibes. I really like it though. It's a really cool design. Moon Soul Realm or something. Yeah, something like that. Oh, yes, it's a different one. The one who died, who was killed or who was executed by the Electro Archon, that was La Señora. And this is Columbina. Yes. I'm gonna meet the medical degree out of Dottore. Yeah, all of his degrees. This guy. I mean, I get it. He's ambitious. We like an ambitious man, but my dude, you do not touch Columbina. You just don't. I don't know why I gave her blue eyes. I don't want her to have blue eyes. Make the eyebrows a bit darker. I think this is the first time I saw out of touch with the game I started playing. I still do my dailies every day, but I'm not as, how to say, not as active anymore. Like most of the events, if I do not care, but they're easy to complete, then I will usually just skip over the dialogue. But if it's an event that I really absolutely do not care about, like Wind Trace or Snow Trace, I would just skip it entirely because I do not care. I don't care about the rewards, they are not worth it for me. Eyes brown now, yes. I think it's nicer than the blue. Yeah. Now this guy's the only one who has abnormal eye color and hair color, but it's fine, right? Or I guess Ouroboros also has like a abnormal, but she's special. Okay. I want to decide on these colors, and then I'm gonna switch to a game. Because my attention span for drawing currently has been suffering for unknown reasons. I don't know why it's suffering. Sorry. I had to move a bit, see what's happening. Because I want to have like a similar setup, but you know, in blue rather than in like a brown reddish here for Falco. That would be lighter and more set. saturated. We're stuck choosing still Yuri on Ice, Sasuke Miyano, or Isekai Office Worker. Isekai Office Worker. The only one I know from those titles is Yuri on Ice. So I would pick that one. I heard that there was a new Isekai, I guess, webtoon, where there's this girl who dreamt of like a fantasy romance world, and then she got hit by a truck, and then the truck driver and the truck got isekai to a different world, and he managed to gain the trust of the duke there and everything, builds up a life there. Yeah. It was a very interesting concept. I was like, oh my gosh, that's wild. I don't like... She looks ill. Hold on. I need to put more red in her skin tone. Knock Void, hi. Happy Sunday. Sorry, I was locked in just now. I mean, I know they're all BL titles. I just don't know. I haven't seen 2 of them. Of the 3 you mentioned, I did not see 2 of them. Only 2. Okay, I'm gonna grab some water because I forgot before starting the stream. All of them are anime too, so I'd recommend watching. Yeah, I watched the anime for Yuri on Ice. I didn't know there was other media. I thought they only had the anime. Oh, okay. I thought maybe they had other preceding media. I remember I was watching it by episode at the time. I was waiting patiently every week to watch it. OG made as anime, which is rare indeed. Usually those don't become quite as popular as post like the not remakes. What's it called? Not serialized. There's a word for it. I forgot the word. You know what I mean. Like the ones who have like an existing medium who already exist in another medium. That's what I wanted to say. I think I want to go way less saturated than this. But we'll see. Looking at my panels, I feel like I can push the lines even further, but for now, let's just put down the colors and then see what that looks like and then go from there. This entire project has just been highly experimental for me, so I don't know why my brain is still expecting a quote-unquote perfect product. Because it's just me trying stuff out. It's not supposed to be perfect. If I would have made it perfect, then it means I failed. I failed its original purpose. Not that I could ever produce a perfect product, but you know what I mean. It's good to put effort in, but there's a thing as too much. You never want to go too much. I don't like it. Maggie, I just heard what a koala sound like for the first time and now a broken man. What do koalas sound like? Wait, I think I've heard it before, but I forgot. Does it just make like a grunt sound? I forgot. No, I don't remember. Actually, I don't recall ever hearing it. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. How to use many words without saying anything. Well, I just told you nothing. I suddenly don't know if I want to make it blue. What to do? I'll think about it later. I'll leave it and think about it later. This is not important right now. Super cursed? Like, how does that cute little animal sound like that? Green? I wonder because it will provide an even greater contrast to her hair and eye colors if I make it green. What kind of green? I think a warm color would be better. But then you almost get like a military color. Cerulean. I think the issue I also have, like the second issue I have with blue is it's gonna kind of fade away against the blue sky, so I don't want like a similar hue of blue. Perhaps this military green? It's not bad actually, green. Wait, where did I put... Where did I put this? Hold on. I sometimes have where I merge layers by accident, which is really annoying. It's not this one. Oh, it's this one. I'm just blind. I'm just blind. Don't like that. Too dark. Green is good. I like it. Thank you, Scotty. Wait, I just realized. Ouroboros is already green. Dang it, but I like it. I'll sleep on it. I'll sleep on it. I really like the green. But then we have this one. And she's also green. More different green. I could go towards yellow. But then you get like a mustard color. And I don't know if I like that. I could have like a very dull green for her. But that's her skin tone. Scotty, that's racist. Her outfit is also greenish. But I think hers is more warm. They're both warm. What am I saying? They're both warm. It's a different enough green. You will be able to like differentiate between them, obviously. The thing is, out of 3 characters, 2 will have kind of green-ish outfits. So then this guy is gonna feel out of place. It's like, why are you wearing like a reddish brown, you know? I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Yep. Is it game time, guys? Is it time for me to start up a game? I'll keep these sketches for now. It does look like 10 times fancier than without color. Holy shit. And I suck at coloring. Story of Seasons, Grand Bazaar. My new comfy game. I'll need to set it up though and change everything.